Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's Sekiro Shadows Die Twice video guide, we are going to be finishing at last our detailed walkthrough, where we pretty much done everything possible. I'd almost call it a platinum trophy or a 100% achievement walkthrough, because we really have done absolutely everything. We've killed all the we will be killing all the mini bosses and bosses, picking everything up, done all the NPCs, or at least explained the ones we couldn't do. So yeah, after doing the palace, Fountainhead Palace, we will get sent back to ASHINA Castle right at the top. Emma will be here with Ishin, and we are going to finally give her our final Gourd seed. So that is all 10, or not 10, all 9, 10 Gourds in total for our use. So let's just rest to get that. We are missing 3 beads, which we will also be getting this episode. So yeah, ASHINA Castle has once again changed. As you will notice, it will now be on flames. There will be a few new items we will be able to pick up. So let's do that first, I guess. Also, we're going to find some new enemies around the area. So I always get confused of what items are for this moment and what items are for the moment where it's just first getting invaded. But let's just kind of try and get some kind of order. So where are we? Okay, so we're just here. There should be one item in this window where the idol is, over here at the right. I'm not gonna kill anybody in areas that we've already been. I'm really only doing this for the items exclusively. That's a new item. Okay, there's actually a new mini boss through there, but we kind of want to rest up here before fighting him, because he can be one tough mini boss. Actually, probably maybe the hardest mini boss in the game. But we're now back at the dojo. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Like I said, I always do get confused of items that we could have picked up last time we visited, but because we did pick them all up, there are very few new items. But something new is going to be this mini boss here, and there's actually going to be a new item here. So this guy's very similar to the boss or the mini boss we fought the first time we came to the top of ASHINA Castle. He always puts his sword away, and then it will come at us with the blue. And we're going to use the same strategy as before. Just watch out, because as you can see, the damage this guy does to us is no joke. I'm actually almost surprised that didn't insta-kill us. Last time I did this, he actually insta-killed me if that completely hit me. And as per usual, this is our first time playing Sekiro today, which is not the best idea. Not the first thing you want to do when turning Sekiro on. I can't believe that guy's actually followed this. Oh, they actually fight. I didn't know that. Huh, that's interesting. A lot of damage. Okay, yeah. Right, now this time let's try that, but without taking our little mate down, because I'm not saying that's the reason we died, but that was just a bit of a weird attempt. But like I said, this guy is absolutely brutal. If you screw one little thing up, I kind of recommend getting his posture bar this color and then go for it, because if you go for it without really doing anything to him, I guess his posture bar won't move at all. So maybe get it to go in that yellowish orangey color at least, just so it sticks a little bit. Just be careful, because this guy is absolutely ridiculous there. Once it's that color, I think you don't really need to attack any longer. This guy is absolutely insane. It doesn't matter how many times I finish this game or how many times I beat this guy. It's just ridiculous. This guy is. You have to. It feels like you have to be so much more precise with your deflects compared to other enemies on the game. One little screw up and this guy's gonna hit you. Oh, anyway, we did get the prayer bead off of him. That's 2 left, and we're just gonna quickly jump down here now. Oh god. I'm not going to hang around. Okay, that's the main entrance that we'll be going after in a second. Okay, we probably shouldn't have underestimated these guys. I just really don't want to waste too much time, because if not, this is going to be an unnecessarily long episode, because we are going to be doing the outskirts area as well. Right, so we've already done this. Did we seriously not pick that item up, or is this a new item? Because it's like in the exact same area. I'm pretty sure that's not a new item. I'm pretty sure somehow we must have not picked that up. But that was kind of weird. We did pick this one up. As far as item goes, I think we're almost set. Almost. There's one here. From the old grave. I don't think there's any new ones in the old grave, but we are actually going to have to do the old grave area, or at least like go for it, because as you can see, we want to go to the outskirts, but the outskirts is actually completely blocked off and offline. You can't even get there from the temple, so don't try that either. The only way now to get to the outskirts is actually through the old grave, which is where we are now. As you can see, there's actually a new bridge there, which is kind of nice. But we do want to finish off ASHINA Castle first. So let's go and do the bottom bit, since we have got the items in the top bit. Like I said, there's not very much new things to do in ASHINA Castle, just a few items to pick up. We killed that mini boss. There is going to be another mini boss in ASHINA Reservoir, which we'll do now as well. So yeah, we'll just get everything new in ASHINA Castle first, and then we'll go down to the outskirts and do that. So let's get out of here, and let's kind of just try and jump. Let's check the roofs first, because I just like to make sure. There's nothing new on these ones, but what about? Wait, where am I? Kind of getting a bit lost at the moment. I want to go down to the roofs that we originally came up, which would be these ones. So yeah, I don't think there's any new. Oh, there could be one new item there, maybe not. I think we picked up all these items. I think what the items I'm thinking of are the items from like the last version of it. Yeah, I was thinking of one around here, I'm sure. So here you can use this kite as a shortcut to the old graves area, which we where literally just where we came from, because it kind of wants you to know that the old grave area is important now, just to go to the outskirts. But yeah, I don't think there's any new items here if you picked them up in the last version. I think there was one down here. Yeah, I remember this one being a new one. You don't mind. These enemies are new types of enemies. They're just like flamethrower type guys. There's going to be a few giants. These two giants around here, this giant and the giant up here, are great for farming Mivu balloons of possession for item discovery, because you just rest at this idol just here, which is kind of like the main idol of the castle. Jump over the roof, kill both of them. You can get stealth attacks on both of them, especially if you're using the abduction fan. And then you can get quite a lot of Mivu balloons. There is this NPC that's kind of just giving us a clue about the outskirts area, of how you get to the outskirts area through the old grave. There's going to be a few items here, maybe one more further up, or maybe not. No, oh yeah, there is. And that's it for this side, I'm guessing. Because we've already been in there, we've been on the rooftops, we've done that side, we've done the middle. Now the only side that's left is the right hand side, where the because you can't even get back to the abandoned dungeon kind of area. That tree trunk's already gone. It's an item here. We're going to jump down there. I'm just making sure there's no items. I don't think so. No, we're good. Like I said, very few new things if you picked everything up in both of the other versions of ASHINA Castle. So we're just going to quickly come down here, and this is the reservoir area, obviously. So we do have another mini boss in front of us, which we're going to fight now. I'm sorry if I sound really tired, because I am just really tired today. I'm not sure if my voice is off or not. So we can use the spirit fall, or we can use the sugar, but basically we want to kind of go invisible. because I do not recommend fighting the mini boss and the other general at the same time, because that is absolute brutality. So though it is very tempting to get one whole health bar away from the boss, I totally recommend doing the general, because yeah. Plus this guy, if you beat the other ASHINA spears, you shouldn't have too much trouble with him. It's exactly the same. Oh, exactly the same moveset as well. Probably, obviously, a lot stronger, but yeah. He always does that. Then a third attack, and then he'll fall over. Just make sure you don't fall in the flames or get knocked into the flames. It's not going to do it now. Calm down, Jesus Christ, mate. Maybe he has got new moves. I'm not actually sure. He may have a few different moves compared to the other guy. But yeah, you just want to watch out for the massive swing. And then the, oh, that's a jump attack. I want to watch out for the massive swing he does, and then Mickey, and then parry, and that will get him down. This could be it. If he does a Mickey, no, it is that attack, but he does a Mickey like really soon after. This could be it. Nope, also didn't do it. He can just cut it off whenever he wants, but. Okay, dude. I think I'm playing a bit too passively. I think we need to be a bit more aggressive. Oh, he's done it. It looks like he can do it from the second part of the attack, like without doing the... Here comes the big swing. Will he do it? Yeah, this could be it. Now if he does another attack, yep, parry that and he'll fall over. It looks like he's got multiple versions of it, basically. But he's dead anyway. It was not too hard. And that's another prayer bead. One prayer bead left to have all of them, all 40 of them. So like I said, if you are following this guide, you'll pretty much have the platinum trophy at the end of it. You will have to farm a few skill points and go into New Game Plus to get a few Lapis Lazuli to upgrade all of your tools. But apart from that, you should pretty much be ready for the platinum trophy. Plus I mean, obviously you can't get all the endings at once, but we do have every single item we need to pick whatever ending we want. This item down here is new for this version of the ASHINA reservoir. So pick that up. I believe that is it for new items. So the final boss of the game is actually down here in the reservoir through the secret passage. And I think you can already guess we fight him in the exact same place we fight the tutorial boss. We won't be doing that quite yet. Oh god. You can make that jump. I just screwed it up. Luckily you can do this. Me trying to show... Oh god damn it. Fine. I won't try and show off the shortcuts ever again. I don't know. Wait, what? That's stupid. Maybe I'm not using this correctly. Maybe this is meant to be for the other way around. But... ah, thank you. Anyway. We can now go through this door and fight the final boss of the game. You can do that now if you want. You will be able to free roam afterwards and not go straight into New Game Plus until you decide to. But we are actually going to do it in order. So we're going to go to the Old Grave area. And before finishing the game, we are going to be finishing everything else, really. And everything else is pretty much in the outskirts area. We have a last mini boss for our final bead, and we have another secret boss which will give us 2 more Lapis Lazuli, and that will make the 6th that we can get in this playthrough. Right. I don't think there's any new items in the actual Old Grave area itself, but there will be a few items, not anything too important, but there will be a few new items in the outskirts area. You can pretty much run past most of these because they are fighting in between each other. I'm not 100% sure if we should have done, I don't know. I'm going to kill these guys just because we are going to be fighting a mini boss. Actually, what I'm going to do to play it extra safe, obviously as you can see the mini boss is here, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to just quickly run to the next idol, which is the one up here. The idols are in exactly the same place, but I want to do this just so if we do die against him, we kind of have a quicker return to him. Because if not, we've got to come all the way from the Old Grave area again. And plus, if you do it from this side, you can, I mean, you can go up here, get a stealth, no, well, you know, I am really bad at grappling today, apparently. It doesn't look like we're going to get any stealth kills now, are we? Fine, fine. And then you can get another stealth kill on the people that will show. I mean, we may still be able to get a stealth kill by the looks of it. No, not on this guy. But on the other two, we may. And this isn't a bad farm route for late game. There's an item here. There's an item down here. We picked up an item before. There's also an item just here. Right, there's a few people here that we can get stealth kills on. Could have probably got a stealth kill on this guy if we didn't run out like mad. Luckily, like most of these, except the ones with the dual wielding swords, they're not really too hard to take out. Right, so we can actually get a stealth attack on the boss from up here, but I think what we're going to do is take this guy out, because if not, it looks like the boss has seen us as well. This is really not going as I planned. Like, it feels like since I started this guide, nothing's really going that great. You know, obviously I'm really tired, but it's probably my fault. Let's just disengage, because you will be able to disengage from this guy without resting. Yeah, there we go. And you can, well, I mean, now we've disengaged this way, I think we could just walk up to him and get a stealth attack. But normally, I believe you can get a stealth attack by jumping up. But this will be the final mini-boss of the game. And as usual, it's one of those that I really personally don't like. Just that's the drunken and the glutinous. But like, though this guy does hit really hard if he hits you, you should have enough experience against these type of enemies to do okay, I hope. Because if you don't, God help you. Because this guy can be pretty tough. He just has a ridiculous amount of posture as well. I mean, like, by the looks of things, we're probably going to get his health bar. Oh, that was close. At this rate, we're going to get his health bar down before his posture bar. Just remember, he does have a bit of cooldown on the firecrackers. Not too much, I think it's probably 20 seconds, same as pretty much most bosses. I mean, I've never really counted the 20 seconds, but it just, oh god, it just feels like 20 seconds, you know. Like, if we didn't get the first death blow, stuff could change and we'd probably die, but anyway, that is our final mini boss with our final bead. I'm just making sure there's no new items up here. There is one. So as far as item goes in this area, we got one from the other side of that wall. We've got one from just here. We got one from just here. We got two from the other side of this door down bottom. And I believe we got one from the lookout tower up the top. Okay, so remember Anayama, he's not going to be here anymore, obviously. But for the final part of his mission, he's just here. He is literally the other side of the gate. And this will mark the end of his quest once you buy this. Because basically what this does is discount the cost of items when you buy it. You can get that for 1 cent, so, you know. That's literally all he sells right now, and that is the end of Anayama's side quest. As you can see, he dies. And Kartaro's here as well. And a little memo. So that is the end of his quest. Also, just make sure you pick up that item. So that is all NPCs, all beads, all mini bosses, all headless, all areas, pretty much all items, I hope, unless we miss it. Like, if we miss something, it's really something not that important. Is there an item down here? Yeah. And we're about to fight the final boss, or like excluding the final boss of the game, obviously. I'm not hanging around. I really don't want this episode to be unnecessarily long. I think we've like gone over a lot of combat strategies for different enemies and stuff. And you know, to be honest, this area you can literally just run through. At this point you should be strong enough, and yeah, there's not really any point of teaching you guys how to how to fight these guys. Plus I suck at it. And well, you can talk to this guy for a bit of what's going on. But the other side of this idol, we are now going to find the final boss, excluding the main boss of the game. This is going to be the Demon of Hatred, and this, in my opinion, is one of the strongest bosses on the game. Let's finally use our 4 prayer beads to get our 10th and final prayer necklace. We may as well go ahead and use our skill points on pretty much whatever at this point. I really don't mind. Everything that I wanted. Oh, with this we should now have 20. We should have probably got that actually. I'm kind of regretting not getting that. That's actually really good, but whoa. I'm gonna purchase this. Whoa, that's actually 18. We must still be missing 1 skill. Are we missing 1 skill? Oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, we're still missing skills. Right, okay, so before fighting the Demon of Hatred, let's go and equip Malcontent's Whistle, because that is actually incredibly good. Malcontent. Right, well, I think we are ready? I think we're ready. Let's do this. So Demon of Hatred, the final secret boss, got 3 phases. I guess we'll talk about it as we go. Just watch out. This is his most basic attack, where he does 2 flame swipes, then a stomp, and then another flame swipe. You can, like, most of his attacks will give you a little entry headbutt. Sometimes he does 3 headbutts. That time it's just 1. I think it also depends on if you parry it. On that one, just back off, jump, and then grapple, and you should get a few hits on him. Like, getting hits on this guy isn't the problem. It's just as long as you dodge it. So that's 2, and then a stomp, and then a last one which you can dodge easily by going into him to the right, and that's another few hits. When you see the character, always jump, and then if you feel like you're in range, try. No, yeah, we wasn't in range. Oh yeah, that attack's bullshit. That is honestly the only attack on the whole game that I feel kind of unfair about. Like I said, if you feel like you can get to him and not get hit by that attack, then I totally encourage it, because you will get a few hits on him. But if you're just a bit too far away like then, you will get hit by that attack, and oh boy, there is nothing you can do about it. Plus, if he hits you, he'll do it again. But if he doesn't hit you, he won't do it again. So it's kind of like, okay, he's not dumb. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you've got to risk it a bit. You just got to figure out if you're close enough or not. Because if you are, it's definitely worth it, because you can get a few hits in while he does do the fireball thingy. But if you're not, then yeah. So on second phase, he will like really bad position for this, to be honest. Like that's absolutely bollocks. That was really bad, not just for me getting hit, but like just for showing you guys what actually happens there. So on second phase, he will hopefully do it again. When he does the attack that makes you jump, he will normally follow up with another attack that makes. Okay, here he goes again. Thank you. So now he'll do this other attack. 1 out of 2 attacks actually. This is the other one. This is not the one I was talking about, but this is the other new attack that he gets on second phase. Kind of just go around, run around and towards him, and you should get loads of free hits in, or at least a few free hits in. Most of his attacks just remain the same. But yeah, when he does the charge attack that makes you jump, he has 2 new attacks, and the one we just seen, and there's another one. Jumps back, be careful. Like, that's what I mean by not fair. Like, even if you are out of range, like, he'll still try and just jump towards you and then use the fireballs. And like, even if you try and parry or like defend, it normally at least burns you and still does damage to you. He's jumping. Well, I'm supposed to be jumping. This battle can be an absolute chaos with the camera angles and everything. But whatever. It's not the hardest boss in the world. As you can see, we're almost on the third phase. And like I said, you can use Malcontent's ring 3 times. So we're going to obviously use all 3 of them on the third phase. It won't completely kill him, but it will be close. It will be close. Jump. Will we get to see his other attack? Okay, here we go. So this will make you jump as well. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm crying about it, but like if somebody understands that attack, I just don't. Sometimes it will say, okay, you jumped over it, even if you're really, it looks like it hits you. And then other times, like, you can see that I tried my best to jump over and it was just like, nah, I don't think so. So when we want to use Malcontent's whistle is when he's engulfed in flames like this. Try and make sure he's not in the middle of an attack, because if not, it may not work. Oh, and can you like get in the flames? This is just buggy as hell. Normally he's meant to do the second swipe to get back in the flames, but clearly not. Okay, he was in the middle of attack, so it didn't work. This one should, yeah, there we go. As you can see, he's kind of just out of it for a while. You can get a load of attacks in, and like I said, you can do it up to 3 times. So there we go again. Just try and calculate it so you don't waste too much time being able to slash, but make sure you do it fast enough so he's not doing attacks. I'm not sure if we just can't do it again, or he's actually okay, that we did. Okay, yeah, that's the 3rd time. Can't do it anymore, but like 3 times is so much, it's ridiculous. Like, look, he's almost dead now, and he hasn't even really had the opportunity to do much. It's not been the smoothest fight, but you know, at least we're good. I guess we should probably just not try and jump. Maybe I'm just the only one in the universe that tries to jump over that attack, and really you're supposed to just run around it. It could make sense. Let's try and run around it. Yeah, maybe that makes more sense. Maybe I'm the only idiot that's trying to ever jump over that attack. It works sometimes though. As you can see, not all the time, but it does work sometimes. And this guy is done for. So that was pretty tough. That was pretty intense, but we did it. So. And from this guy, we're obviously going to get his memory, as well as the final 2 Lapis Lazulis for the 6th, or the 6th we can get per playthrough. Quick little cool lore note, that guy's actually, the Demon of Hatred is actually the sculptor. This kind of may have gone insane and taken completely over. So yeah, so now we really are ready for the final battle. Like, technically your character cannot be more ready than this to face the final battle of the game, because we have done absolutely everything possible. Obviously, yes, we could have more skills, or we could farm more skills, or we could farm more upgrades and stuff like that, but as far as health and like mini bosses, main bosses, abilities, Estus, or healing, like, we are at the limit of what the game basically allows in one playthrough. We have done everything. And like I said, if you follow this for a platinum trophy or all the achievements, you should be very close to getting it. Mainly just because there's a few things you can't do in one playthrough. But yeah, we are ready for the final battle. As far as tools, I don't really use any tools for the final battle. A lot of people say that using the feather for one of the phases is actually really good. But yeah. So this guy is going to be pretty much the same as he was on top of the castle. Maybe a tiny bit different, maybe a bit more aggressive. But for the most part, he's just going to have the exact same moveset. So this battle is going to have 4 phases. This is already the first phase, which is pretty easy once you've got the experience against Genichiro. That's one. Second phase is also very easy. This is now Ishin. And what I recommend is just being as aggressive, and then wait until he parries you. And when he parries you, like, just do not stop attacking until he parries you. That will explode. Once it explodes, you can get a nice charge attack. Once he parries, he'll do 2 slashes, either 2 thrusts or 2 normal slashes. That's a bit of an annoying attack. He doesn't normally do that. So 2 thrusts. The second one's immediately counterable. And that's second phase done. We haven't even really took a hit yet, I don't think. Okay, now third phase is a bit tricky. You want to kind of just... Sometimes he doesn't go straight into the third phase, and he'll kind of allow you to still do a bit of second phase moves. But what I really like to do on this phase and the final phase is kind of just keep your distance. I know this could sound a bit cowardish, but keep your distance. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. And I hate it when it unlocks like that. It's really annoying. But basically what we want to do is wait until he does that jump attack and jump towards him, beside him kind of thing. And then maybe do 2, sometimes 3. I recommend to keep it safe, just do 2, because if not that will happen. So wait, 2 slashes and then parry, or block at least. But if you parry, then you'll get a nice bit of health or posture away from him, so it's definitely worth trying going for the parry. But obviously if you block, then fine. You can play more aggressive, but like if it's your first time fighting him, I really recommend just doing that. Especially just watch out for your posture. When he does a really long combo, he will always finish it with the Mikkiri, so you can counter that if you want to get a bit of posture away from him. But if you don't put Mikkiri the counter, or counter with a Mikkiri, just watch out, because he will kind of bring it in towards him, and that can actually grab you on the way back, so just be careful, that can do some quite bad damage. But as you can see, we're playing pretty aggressive, and we're okay. And final phase is kind of very similar, just that he gets some lightning involved, and that's actually a good thing. That's actually why I feel like, okay, that didn't work out, we jumped way too late. But yeah, things can go horribly wrong if you don't do it properly. But yeah, lightning is technically a good thing for us, because if we don't jump that early, that's going to hit us. Should probably try and counter that. This will be a 2 slash. Like I said, he does get new attack. Jump. There we go. That should be good. Yeah, okay, that's good. We just jumped way too early last time. I kind of panicked a bit and jumped too early. But if you jump a bit later, then you should be okay. And, you know, we'll do massive posture damage and health damage really in general. There's the long one, so it will end with a Mikkiri counter will attack. Make sure you do that. Jump and slash. Don't get too carried away. Watch your posture bar at all times really, because like stuff like this can do damage, and specifically damage to posture bar. But we should be okay. That's a jump one, and it's done for. And that is the end of Sekiro. So I just hang around and wait for the final death blow to come up with the Mortal Blade. So here, like we said, obviously except the bad ending, which ends on top of ASHINA Castle. If we side with Owl, all of the other 3 endings will be decided right here, and depending on what item you give Kudo, we will get that specific ending. So obviously we do have all 3 items, so we can now choose which ending we would like. If you give him the Divine Dragon's Tears alone, that will be the normal ending, which is the Immortal Severance ending. If you give him the Divine Dragon, the Dragon's Tears and the Ever Blossom, this will be the Purification Ending, which is the item we got from doing Hirata and Owl second time. And if we give him the Dragon Tears and the Frozen Tears, which is what we got for doing the whole Divine Child side quest, we will get the Return Ending. So right here, right now, as you can see, you can have all 3 of the items and choose at this very last moment. So like a lot of people kind of recommend making a save file before Owl, and yes, that is the case if you want the shorter ending and the bad ending and then reload. But if you want any of these endings, don't make the save file before Owl. Make the save file now, like before fighting the final boss, and that way you just beat the final boss and then choose the other ending. You don't have to do all that over again. Just get all the items and then get to the final battle and then do the save file and back up your save. Obviously, yes, for the shorter ending, do it before Owl, but for these, you just do it right here and right now. And you can get all 3 of them. Just load up your game, beat the final boss, and get all 3 of them, one by one. So, it doesn't matter. Let's go for the return ending, I guess, just because. And yeah, it's not really much more to say, guys. If I did happen to miss something, please let me know in the comments down below. If you do have any questions, also let me know. This will be the final Sekiro video we're uploading to this channel, at least until this DLC or something. Hopefully these guys have been helpful, guys. And yeah, what more can we say? Take care. If this guide was helpful, please consider joining as a member by using the join button or using the link in the description. This will support the channel, allowing me to get even more games to do, even more video guides. Thanks for the support. Take care, guys.